You do not need to change your body in order to feel better in photos. Too many gorgeous people are not getting in front of the camera because they feel like their bodies are not good enough. On that, okay? I'm calling BS. So I thought today would be fun to talk about some ways to get you feeling better in front of the camera so that we can get out of that belief pattern. In case you're wondering why you would listen to me, hi, my name is Alicia. I've been a boudoir photographer for 9 years, and I have worked with a lot of clients who do not like being photographed. In fact, I used to do it right here in this room, back when I had a home studio. So I thought this would be a good room to talk about being in front of the camera since I've had so many clients do it right here. Okay, let's go. Something that I think makes posing feel very awkward is when we are trying to stay still like a statue. There's a stiffness that comes with that, and I think the way to get around that is to honestly do the opposite and incorporate a little bit of movement. So I'm sure you can all think back to like school pictures where you have to like be perfectly still and then the photographer grabs the shot and then you're done. Okay, move on. Not terribly fun. So rather than thinking I have to make a pose and then hold it, if we incorporate movement, it's more like we're arriving at a pose, which is nice. There's some fluidity there. There's some motion, and cameras love motion. So maybe that's something like walking towards the camera, even just taking a little step, a little rock. That's something that I like to do with my clients sometimes. I just have them rock back and forth. Maybe it's shifting your weight, moving your shoulders up and down. If we come back here, can I show you, just a little bit of motion right there. It can be little. It doesn't have to be, running around and twirling and all of that. We just want to incorporate a little tiny bit of movement because then you look natural and relaxed. Because when you're moving, you are kind of natural and relaxed. It's a win-win. So let's give that a go. If you feel very stiff in front of the camera, then I would highly encourage you to just do a little bit of movement. It can be swinging your arms back and forth if you're holding on to your kid. It can be walking and bumping into your partner if you're doing like an engagement session. If you're standing all by yourself, I think shifting just weight back and forth can be enough. Again, not big things, but just a little bit of movement can go a long way and help you feel less stiff and awkward in front of the camera. Okay, my next tip for you, this one is going to sound very obvious, but it's not. I catch my clients doing this, or rather not doing this, all of the time. They're not breathing. Okay, breath is very important with photography. With my clients, I notice they hold a lot of tension in their shoulders. They hold tension in their jaw, even if in their hands. You get a clenched fist moment. This doesn't really photograph very well. So the breathing, focusing on our breathing, is going to be very, very helpful in helping you feel better in front of the camera. I always ask my clients to breathe in through their nose and then exhale through a slightly open mouth, depending on if you're doing family photos or whatever. Maybe you want to exhale on the smile, exhale on the laugh if you're having a good time. I just find that a lot of people, the minute the camera is pointed at you, it's like, because you're nervous. And we just hold on to our breath when we are tense or unsure. So be mindful of that. And you'll notice when you do breathe, your shoulders will relax, your face will relax. Your photographer can photograph you on the exhale when you are the most relaxed. And it's going to make your images so much better. And more importantly, you're going to feel better in front of the camera. So remember to breathe. I mean, you can even do it right now with me if you want. If you take a deep breath into your nose, did you just feel your shoulders drop? Probably. They probably went down like a whole ½ inch and you didn't even notice. That's kind of the magic of mindful breathing when you're being photographed. So I would definitely recommend trying that the next time you are in front of the camera. My final tip for you would be micro adjustments. So just little tiny changes that we can make to your body so that when you look at an image, you don't go, meh. You go, oh, I actually really like this. This is the thing that I do the most with my clients in my boudoir studio. I mean, heck, it's the thing I do the most with clients who are doing like family pictures or weddings or things like that. This works for anybody, anytime they are in front of the camera. So we're gonna make little tweaks to just elevate the image a little bit more, make sure you're feeling a little bit better about being in front of the camera, okay? To start, hands. Limp hands, hands with no job are no good. We don't know what to do with these the minute a camera comes out. So my advice, we're gonna give them a job. They always need something to do. Maybe that's playing with your hair. Maybe that's going into your pockets if you're doing a standing pose. If we're trying to be a little bit sexier, maybe that's grabbing onto something and pulling on it. Maybe it's hugging a loved one or hugging a pet or even resting on a sofa and resting on your thigh. We just want hands to have something to do so that we don't end up with limp fingers that are serving like no purpose. All right, so keep that in your mind. Give your hands something to do. Number 2, we are thinking about our necks in photographs. Neck and chin. Necks are really easy to lose, and you have a neck for a reason. So let's make sure that that neck is being featured. What I like to tell my clients to do, and it's gonna feel a little bit weird, but I promise you're gonna like how it looks in the photograph. All right, we kind of are dropping our shoulders. We're gonna take our chin, and we're actually gonna push it forward a little bit. And then you can tilt it down a little bit as well. So let's see if we can see that from this side. All right, so here's relaxed. I'm gonna go forward a little bit and down a little bit. And that's gonna create a little more, like, I don't know, engagement here so that your neck is doing something. It's one of those things with photography where it might feel a little funky at first, but you are going to see the image and go, oh yeah, like that's what I look like. It just translates better onto camera. Remember, you are 3-dimensional, but we are working in a 2-dimensional flat space. So sometimes we have to do things that in person feel a little weird, but translate better onto a flat surface like a photograph. I hope that makes sense. So give that a try. Again, we just want our neck forward a little bit, not like crazy. We're just bringing our neck forward a little bit and down a little bit. And if you want to get even more funky, I always recommend tilting your head as well. This is a little more friendly and playful and welcoming, in my opinion. If you're really getting creative, you throw a little shoulder shimmy in there as well. Remember, we're incorporating movement. Look at me. Look at me compounding all of the tips into one thing for you. See, it all comes together. And then last but not least, I don't actually care about posture with the photography. I think people hear, oh, I have to be in front of the camera, and that means I have to have really good posture, which would mean like, okay, we're gonna make sure that our shoulders are back, spine is straight. It's like someone's, kind of pulling me up. And there's a time and a place for that, but most of the time with photography, especially boudoir photography, but with photography in general, I am a lot more interested in creating shapes, especially an S curve or like a C curve with a body, and especially for like women. Those types of curves are very important when photographing a woman. So, because again, you're 3-dimensional and I want you to look 3-dimensional and show off that gorgeous figure of yours on camera and translate it that way. So rather than sitting like this, oh, hi, Bosco, rather than, good posture, I would be more interested in something like this, where we are showing off. You see the shape that I just made? This is a more interesting and dynamic pose. You don't have to remember, like, I have to stand this way, I have to move this way. No, we're just thinking like, what shape can I make with my body? Is there a curve somewhere in here? Great, golden. That's all you got to worry about. trying to make an S shape or like a C shape with your body. If you're looking for something that's maybe more of a masculine pose, then I would recommend thinking about angles, like this angle, the angle of your knee, things like that, like a little more angular for like more masculine poses, and then more feminine poses for men or women. More curvaceous, like those S curves and C curves like we talked about. And none of these little shifts have to be super dramatic. A little bit goes a long way. So just keep that in the back of your brain, right? So what are we going to do so that we're feeling a little more comfortable in front of the camera? Well, we're going to go from stiff to movement. We're going to make sure we're breathing. And we're going to make sure our hands have something to do. Our neck is being engaged. And we're making shapes with our bodies, like angles or curves. Little micro adjustments, right? You do those 3 things, and I bet you're going to feel a lot better in front of the camera, and you're going to be feeling way better about the photos that you end up getting. This is something that your photographer should work with you on. You know, they should be guiding you and directing you the whole time. But even if you get in front of the camera with just someone at like a family reunion taking your pictures, hey, you've got the tools now so that you feel better about being in front of that camera. Let me know in the comments if there's one of these tips that you're like, oh, I'm trying out that one first. I got to give that a go. Or if you know somebody who just hates being photographed, please send this to them so that they want to be in front of the camera too. Remember that your body is a good body. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all again next Saturday. Bye!